Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a crucial topic: toxic parents versus tough love. How can you tell the difference? Let's break it down. Listen, growing up we all had moments when our parents did things that made us wonder, what planet are they living on? Maybe they grounded you when you didn't deserve it, or pushed you hard when you felt like crumbling. But here's the deal. There's a huge difference between tough love and straight-up toxic behavior. And believe me, understanding that difference can be life-changing. It can be the difference between repeating unhealthy patterns and breaking free to live your best life. So, let's stop tiptoeing around the issue and get real, shall we? So, how do you spot toxic parenting? Well, it's not always obvious. It's not like toxic parents walk around with a big fat T on their forehead. Toxic behavior is often disguised as good intentions. They might say things like, "I'm doing this for your own good," but trust me, their actions tell a different story. One of the biggest signs of toxicity is constant criticism. These parents are like a broken record, always pointing out your flaws, never acknowledging your accomplishments. They suck the joy out of everything. Another red flag is control. Toxic parents want to control every aspect of your life, from the clothes you wear to the friends you have, even your career choices. They can't handle the thought of you having your own thoughts and opinions. And let's not forget about manipulation. Toxic parents are masters of guilt trips and emotional blackmail. They know how to push your buttons to get what they want, leaving you feeling drained and defeated. Now, some toxic parents are verbally abusive, yelling, screaming, and putting you down constantly, but others are more subtle. They use sarcasm, backhanded compliments, and passive-aggressive behavior to chip away at your self-esteem. Bottom line, toxic parents create an environment where you feel unsafe, unheard, and unworthy. It's like growing up in a war zone, constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next attack is coming. But remember, you didn't choose your parents, and you're not responsible for their behavior. You are, however, responsible for how you respond to it, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Alright, let's talk about tough love. Now, this is where things get tricky because tough love often gets a bad rap. People confuse it with being mean or uncaring, but that's not it at all. Tough love is about setting healthy boundaries even when it's hard. It's about letting your child fall and learn from their mistakes, even when you want to swoop in and rescue them. See, true tough love comes from a place of love, not anger or control. It's about wanting what's best for your child, even if it means making them temporarily unhappy. A parent practicing tough love might say no to a teenager who wants to stay out past curfew, not because they want to control their life, but because they want to keep them safe. They might let their child experience the natural consequences of not studying for a test, not to punish them, but to teach them responsibility. The key here is communication. With tough love, there's always open, honest, and respectful communication. Parents explain their reasoning, they listen to their child's perspective, and they work together to find solutions. Tough love is about guiding your child towards independence and self-reliance. It's about giving them the tools they need to navigate the world, even when you're not there to hold their hand. Now, this doesn't mean it's easy. It takes guts to stand your ground and let your child face the music. But trust me, in the long run, tough love is the greatest gift you can give. It shows your child that you believe in their strength and resilience. It teaches them that they are capable of overcoming challenges and making good choices. Chapter 3. Okay, so how can you tell the difference between toxic behavior and tough love? Let's break it down. First and foremost, it's about intention. Toxic parents act out of their own insecurities, need for control, or unresolved issues. Their actions are about them, not you. Tough love, on the other hand, is always about the child's best interest, even if it means short-term discomfort. Second, look at the outcome. Does the parent's behavior consistently leave you feeling demoralized, controlled, or manipulated? That's a sign of toxicity. Tough love, even when it's difficult, ultimately helps you grow, learn, and become a more independent and resilient person. Third, pay attention to communication. Toxic parents are often closed off, dismissive, or verbally abusive. They don't listen, they just react. Parents who practice tough love are open to hearing your perspective even if they don't agree with it. They're willing to have a conversation, even a difficult one. Fourth, consider the consistency. Tough love is consistent. Parents set clear boundaries and expectations and stick to them. Toxic behavior is often erratic and unpredictable, leaving you feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Fifth, look at the impact on your self-esteem. Toxic parents chip away at your self-worth, making you feel small and insignificant. Tough love, even when it involves discipline, ultimately builds you up and reinforces your sense of self. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, and love. You deserve to have a voice and be heard. And you deserve to have parents who support your growth and independence. Chapter 4. Let's look at some real-life scenarios to illustrate the difference. Imagine a teenager who wants to go to a party where there might be alcohol. A toxic parent might say, "Absolutely not, you're grounded just for thinking about it." They wouldn't bother explaining their reasoning or listening to the teenager's perspective. A parent practicing tough love might say, "I understand you want to go to the party, but I'm not comfortable with you being in an environment where there might be alcohol. I'm concerned about your safety and making responsible choices." They would then engage in a conversation with the teenager, setting clear expectations and consequences. Here's another scenario. A young adult is struggling to find a job after college. A toxic parent might criticize their choices, saying, "You should have studied something more practical. Now you're going to be stuck living at home forever." A parent practicing tough love might offer support and guidance, saying, "I know it's tough out there, but I believe in you. Let's update your resume together and brainstorm some job hunting strategies." They would provide practical help without judgment or shame. See the difference? Toxic parents react with anger, control, and criticism. Parents who practice tough love respond with empathy, understanding, and a genuine desire to help their children learn and grow. Chapter 5. Now, if you recognize toxic patterns in your own family, don't despair. You're not alone, and there are things you can do to protect yourself and break free from the cycle of toxicity. First and foremost, establish boundaries. This is crucial. You have the right to say no to disrespectful behavior, even if it comes from your parents. This might mean limiting contact, setting firm limits on what you're willing to discuss, or even walking away from a conversation that's becoming toxic. Second, remember it's not your job to fix them. You can't control their behavior, but you can control your response. Focus on your own well-being and don't get sucked into their drama. Third, build a strong support system. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who uplift you and make you feel good about yourself. This might be friends, a therapist, a mentor, or a support group. Fourth, remember you are not your parents. You are a unique individual with your own strengths, values, and dreams. Don't let their toxic behavior define you or limit your potential. And finally, if you're a parent, choose to break the cycle. Embrace tough love. Set healthy boundaries, communicate openly and honestly, and let your children learn from their mistakes. Be the kind of parent you always wished you had. Remember, parenting is not about perfection, it's about progress. And every day is a new opportunity to build a stronger, healthier relationship with your children. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time. Remember, understanding the difference between toxic parenting and tough love is crucial for breaking free from unhealthy patterns and building stronger, more fulfilling relationships. You deserve to be loved, respected, and supported. Don't settle for anything less.